Doubles and coffee. Rowley, Trinidad and Tobago. When Rowley, the stalker, come out to call a press conference, what is Rowley's local standard? Where the media went? Did they go by his house? Did they go and check the three dog, down the step, the parrot, open the dungeon door, and the red couch? Rowley, why you didn't have the press conference on the red couch? Who is Rowley? What is he in the PNM? Why is he calling a press conference? Penelope Beckers, did you authorize that press conference? Was that at Balize House? Did it go through your caucus and your general council for approval? What really going on in Trinidad and Tobago? PNM fake news media, you all have lost your way. Rowley is the man who had a mandate to rule for 5 years. And if you extend it, it could be 5 years and 3 months. He chose to quit. The mama pool, the coward, the lack of testicular fortitude. He gave up on the job. He quit. He ran away with his tail between his legs. He then selected, handpicked a mama pool called Small Pin, and his party lost. Rowley is nothing. He's a former prime minister, you see. Bill Clinton and Obama calling a press conference to talk on behalf of the Democrats. They may go to an event and they ask them a couple questions. Well, let Rowley go to an event. But what is this madness that Trinidad and Tobago fake news media is trying to perpetuate on the citizens? Rowley is a quitter. Rowley resigned. Rowley put Small Pin. Rowley and the PNM and Small Pin and Penny and everybody lost. Who is Rowley to call a press conference? Number one. I'm just asking that. Secondly, Rowley, I don't know if the madhouse really let you escape, because the abject total lies that you continue to spew. Let me ask you something, Rowley. From a new age news point of view, in your press conference, did you, Rowley, say congratulations to Maria Corina Machado? Do you know who is Maria Corina Machado? She is the former opposition leader in Venezuela who was locked up by your boy Maduro, who was disqualified by Maduro's Supreme Court, that he outfitted with his family and his brother-in-law and his nenen and them and fellas who went down on his red couch with their wife and thing. They eliminated her from the electoral process. She suffered the oppression of Maduro and Delcy Rodriguez, but she stood strong and she fought and humble. She gave way for Urrutia Gonzalez to fight an election in which they won 60% to 40%, and Maduro ignored the results. No statement of poll, no numbers from any constituencies, any districts, any regions in Venezuela, and Maduro stole an election. Your conga line boy, your secret NDA boy, your boy that while you was Prime Minister, Small Pin went back and forth in 13 months, 13 times, once a month. He went there like he was menstruating. Did you say congratulations to Maria Corina Machado on winning the Nobel Peace Prize? The 7th human being from Latin America so to do a global peace prize. Why did she win this peace prize? For holding up and staying classy, leading her people against tyrannical oppressors and dictators. But you can't tell her that because you're a Maduroite, you're a Delcyite, you're an NDAite, you're a secret dealite. You come to call press conference and to the PNM fake news media. How the hell you went there? Why you went there? Where's Rowley local standard? So anybody could just call a press conference and 20 piece of media go and you all film it and go live and all kind of thing. Facebook, Instagram, anybody? Really? When Patrick Manning was run out of Balize House by you, Rowley, by you and your PNM miscreants, those future red cultures, did Patrick Manning, when you put him down on the 12th seat in Parliament, and I saw this former Prime Minister just sitting there, very respectfully, statesmanlike, in the face of utter total disrespect from a man that he had told his people, his party, his citizens, that he was a raging bull. When he didn't get what he wanted, he saw venom, he saw hate, Mr. Speaker. Patrick Manning, a statesman, former Prime Minister, 1991 to 95, 2001 with the 1818 debacle to 2010 May, sat there silently. He debated when he was called upon. He did not call press conferences. You didn't see him saying, come down to San Fernando to his office or to his house or to anywhere, to a restaurant, to call a press conference. Patrick Manning allowed you, Keith Rowley, the newly elected, selected, whatever leader of the PNM, to lead, because Patrick Manning had class. What are you calling a press conference for? What reason, what rationale, what position do you hold, Rowley? Penelope Beckers is the leader of the opposition. You gave up, you quit, you ran away, you went. You are supposed to, if you had class, if you were a statesman, if you had any sort of moral compass, ethics and fiber, you were supposed to stay silent and allow the new leader of the PNM to lead. But no, you're a nastiness from since 1969, as a teacher who used his power position to influence a young girl of school age to give you pum-pum. You will never, ever improve. You started at the ground level and you dug a hole deeper. You are a low-class miscreant, Rowley. So to the media, please explain to the population why you are going and attending a press conference from Rowley. What is his position? What is his element? What is his influence? Who is he? You ever see that? A man quit and gone. They have a new leader and he calling press conference and all your PNM fake media running down there to bore the population. Now I'm happy, by the way, because the more Rowley talk, the more small pen talk, is the more PNM will remain where they are and even go further downhill. In the next election in 2030, they might be replaced by some new party and they wouldn't even be the opposition. So politically, I am very happy. But every time I see Rowley, I feel to vomit. A bit of vomit has come up in my throat because he's a nastiness. As a man, he's a nastiness. As a father who picks and chooses which children he loves and keeps safe and so on. Nastiness. He's a nastiness as a human being. He's a nastiness as a friend. Men who supported him over the years. When he's prime minister, they're calling him and calling him, he wouldn't answer. There is nothing redeeming about Rowley. In fact, Rowley's PNM, they suffer from permanent moral incapacity. So to the PNM fake news media, to the Express, to the Guardian, to the Newsday, to the CNC3, to the TB6, and the 13 PNM radio station, rest the population. We are sick of the PNM. We are sick of the PNM that suffers from permanent moral incapacity. And we don't want to hear Rowley. Rowley ran rampant, rampaging over us, our sensibilities, our patriotism, our emotions, our respect, our self-esteem. Rowley is a miscreant. Rowley has no locus standi. Rowley leads nothing. Rowley has no position. And Penny, how weak thou art, Penny. Bless.